Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem, where in our last Gaiden chapter, our last Hector exclusive, Raven is just trying to mop up some experiences as he's the only character now that is not a level 20. However, with the bolting guys constantly bolting me, I'm going to take one of them down and let the other ones begin their merry jaunt over to us. Lynn, finish it in style. I don't care if you're level 20 and you're capped. Just get rid of all the boltings, and then we'll start to bust through these annoying guys. So if we take out this first archer here, what should happen is that the other two knights here come onto me, and if Raven's gaining this kind of experience now, it shouldn't take too long. Just take the other two down. Does that cap out Raven's strength then? It did indeed, so strength and his speed are capped out. Let's hope you get some other stats in the meantime, shall we? If we step back, they'll have to attack you, apart from Bowman guy. If the Bowman moves forward first, that would be bad. Alright then, we actually got hit by that spear, but Raven can just hand axe them down for a little bit. Now this guy with the tomahawk's coming in at close range. Maybe it would have been best to go Ruin Sword here, but the spear would have had an even better hit chance, but it hit anyway, so why not? The hand axe broke, so it's pretty much going to be the Ruin Sword that we use from now on. Raven's getting hit ever so little taps here. And he can restore, as now these guys have decided, yeah, we kind of actually have to go now. In the meantime, Raven dodges another bolting, and now we're kind of choked a little bit in trying to get in. And more archers appear, because we need more archers. Silver bow over here, a long bow over there. I guess the best way to do things is to cut through bit by bit. So what we'll do is we'll take down you first then, I guess? Yes, considering you've got the better chance to hit us. Well, there we go, another level for Raven before we bust in. The countdown is basically 17 to 20. Once they hit 20, Kishuna is not going to enjoy things anymore. Really is not. Right, bolting's got that range. It doesn't look like we probably have to defend that so much at this point in time. So what we'll do is we'll move to here. Delphi Shield can easily clear that out. It's not a problem. We'll move Molinos over to this way. I'll let them keep coming for the meantime. Ruin Sword can take this down. Well, that means Raven's nicely topped up. Right then. 1 HP now. Well, 2 of his main stats are capped. You can guess these levels are coming. Silver bow comes across. This is where I might not want to use the Rune Sword too much and actually keep it so I can hammer it in the last chapter. Because it's such a good weapon after all. And Raven levels up again. Right. The countdown's nearly over. It's time to bust in on this man. Try to hit me if you want. I bet more troops are going to spawn though in the meantime. The funny thing is about the units that have been bolting me all this time, they're going to reach around the time when we get into the proper battle. That one's going to run out of bolting now, I'd imagine. No, you're not going to hit Hector, don't be silly. Okay, more troops appear, and so we get cutting them up. Right, if we go Ruin Sword and take out one of these, we're going to not run out of charges this turn, actually. So, we do wonder if we have to get everyone in. That's the one thing I am wondering. So let's go... Well, you're nearly there at levels, so what we'll do is we'll just Iron Axe these, to be honest. Can we get in the corner and defeat you? Do we have the power now? No. We do if we Ruin Sword, I'm sure. Right, so what we'll do is we'll attack you first. Iron Sword, Iron Axe even to you. Farewell. Second hit critical, of course. Even the Iron Axe is good enough at this point in time, so close to level, but not close enough. Right, so Lynn can come in. For the win! We could get that close, or we could just go Manikati on him. Critical! Oh. Not a critical at all. I'm ashamed. Well, I guess this guy's got high enough stats that it doesn't give her a 50% critical chance, which is a shame. Right then, Hector. One wolf bill could probably do it? No. Alright, should we just... Oh, I can't even iron sword him twice. That's interesting. And didn't crit. I'm ashamed. We've even got weapon triangle advantage. Another one bites the dust. So, Ellawood, do you want to get in and take the other one down? Or can you even, is the real question. Spear won't do it. Steel Lance won't do it. Wormslayer won't do it. We do have someone who can do it. So I think we'll use her. After all, the Killer Lance should... No, what? Well, we could Brave Lance. Brave Lance works. It's the weapon loss here. Oh, I don't want a critical. Don't get hit, Farina. That would be silly. I imagine something like the Brave Lance on Kishuna would work quite well for taking him down. So now we've got it to this point. We'll move Ellawood forward as well. Are you out of bolting? Now you've got one more charge left. Let's keep you out of there at the moment, Melinus. And say, hey! It's not looking good for you, is it, sir? Will he disappear? Will he run away? I do not know. The final bolting comes in and it also misses. Did one of those boltings make contact? I don't think they did, and there was 25 possible boltings. Right then. So Kishuna, I think it's time to take you down. So who do we want where? Oh really? We can't get to the side of him? Well, that's a shame. So I guess we can attack one there, or we can longbow as well, and a spear. To be honest, you with a Brave Lance would not be bad. Wow, your hit chance is really quite high. You only double twice. You with Brave Axe wouldn't actually get in there. What? 63 hit chance, 73 hit chance there. Manikati with a really high critical rating. Or we could longbow. No, we don't want to go there. It's trying to find out what is best if this guy disappears after 2. Well, we get 8 damage there. And I guess we could Ruin Sword for 1. Well, if Brave Lance isn't going to go... See, this is the thing. I might want to use Killer Lance instead. Try to really knock him out. Let's go for it. Nothing to say, but nothing to do about it either. So, no critical is really bad for us. The Tomahawk comes through. Miss. Oh, goodness. No critical there. Ruin Sword can only hit once, so it's all about seeing if he runs away or not. We even gain a little bit more HP and leveled up from it as well, so there's Raven's level 20. Will he run away at the end of this turn? That's what we're waiting for. Should we take out one of these? I mean, why not? They're here. Better to hit them than them to annoy us. So will Kishuna disappear? That is our question. It seems Kishuna's stuck in the spot. This is Kishuna's last stand. We could have taken him down in one go if we just got the permutation right, or who we wanted to go where and when. They can't quite get close enough to Hellfire. Right then, kill Kishuna is our mission, so we're going to do exactly that. Do you want to do the honors here, my dear? No critical yet again, but down goes Kishuna. The barrier's gone. We beat it. But what was it? We saw it here once before, and then under the desert. Was that the same creature? After that final blow, its body crumbled into dust. Yeah, that's the same thing that happened to those morphs. So, this thing, this magic seal was a morph too? But it didn't look anything like the rest of them. But it was still a morph. When it died, I heard its voice call out. It called out a name. Nergal! Did you hear its voice? Sorrow. It was filled with a terrible sorrow. Everybody, are you ready? Once we get through here, it's on to the Dragon's Gate and the final battle, so I'm assuming this is parts we've seen before. Here we go! Time to crush Nergal's ambitions. Indeed it is. As the chapter screen turns up, so we're in an interesting place. We're poised to take on the last boss. However, we're wondering, are there any extra secrets? Well, considering the fact that we defeated Nergal, or I mean defeated Kishuna, supposedly there's a little bit of extras, plus we've got our supports to see as well. Maybe I'll show you the final battle with the dragon and Nergal. Let's get moving forward with the power of editing, eh? And so we come all the way now to the final battle, the final encounter with Nergal standing in front of us ready to defeat. Furina's already done some damage to him, but I've got some really standout characters in terms of leveling up here, that's for sure. In terms of capping out their stats, Raven in the end managed to get this high, strength and speed all the way up, and I've topped him up with a little bit of skill with the books. Meanwhile, a certain Nino here grew very naturally, very powerfully. My goodness, she's good. I did give her some extra con there to kind of like boost her speed a little bit with the weapons, but that's how she ended up at level 20, and that's quite amazing. Only defense letting her down, if you can say that at all. Man, she's a monster. Talking about monsters, Furina here is a true monster with the Athos drops topping her up to this kind of statistics. In fact, the other Pegasus sisters as well cap their strength, skill and speed, so they're all sorted out. Furina though has the extra tankiness and resilience to go with it. She is a defensive monster. So with all that said and done, and our characters turning out fairly well for themselves, that's for sure. Of course, we saw Hector and all that go along. Bartra didn't manage to make it to the top level, however, but he participated in an absolute ton of battles. Let's get this over with. And what are we going to get this over with? We're going to see any new scenes we can with a triangle attack and Rex Hasta. Here goes. Triangle attack! Automatic instant godly win, but Erish Kigal will come in first of all before we can finish the boss off. Oh, Nergal, I'm not too worried about that. Furina and the Pegasus trio have got you good. Why? Why must I lose? More power. I must be stronger. Why? Why did I want power? Quintessence? Don't understand, but... Gah! Not like this. I won't die like this. With my last breath. Tremble and despair. As we know, he meets his end. Niels, what is it? I don't know. Why am I crying? Don't worry, you've been through a lot. It's just relief. You've done well, haven't you? Everything's okay. The world's been saved. And I know that Ninian is happy too. But now all the dragons coming, what was that? What on earth? What happened? Should we move forward to our next segment here? Should we move forward to the dragon battle proper? It can't be! It is the dragons indeed. And so we get to killing the dragon. We're going to film this bit as well, considering the fact that we've got such strong characters here on top of that. Let's move some of our troops into extreme action. We got Physic over here on Sarah so we can heal people from range. Nino could heal as well, though Nino this time round also has Excalibur, so she can get in and do some damage herself, to be honest. Let's have a look there. 8 damage times 2, but she'd take 37, of course. So let's get people into position, first of all. Let's see who does the most damage. Right, Armad's with you, sir, is going to do 24. It's probably going to be you with anything, then. Attack with Durandal does 18, so what we'll do at the moment is we will have a little bit of a wait. We'll pin him in first. Pin him in is a good idea. Right, so if we get Furina in, though she doesn't have Rex Hasta on, Killer Lance and Brave Lance does nothing at all. Does Furina do better with a Rex Hasta blast? 4 times 2, that's not even going to be that great on the triangle attack, you've got to say. Athos, though, can always deal a fair bit of damage, so we'll move him in Oh, he's got to take the forefront, has he? Well, let's move Lindis in to the side. Of course, she's got the Solkati here, which can do some damage, if not really all that much. Then, apart from that, someone like Raven maybe in to, like, tank some up? I do not know. Right, let's get... Yes, we can move Athos to the front line. Get him ready with Aureola, and that's 20 damage. And then what we can do is we can pin him with the last character here, which will be Hector going in. Right, so what we'll do is first of all, we'll use Niels a little bit here to do a little bit of a buff. Increases attack power for a turn. Well, then we'll get some healing on him after we do a massive Armad's hit. Right, he is buffed to the 9s. How much does Armad's do now? Well, 36 is not bad at all. That might bring him down to at least a visible health bar as the dragon comes in. Roaring indeed you may be, but Armad's is here. If only I crit. Critting would have been amazing, but that hasn't been enough to take him down low enough. Right, so what we'll do is Nino can withstand the hits. Most importantly, that means that she can get into heal. Basically, the dragon will do 37 damage to pretty much anyone. If Nino can heal all that up with a standard heal, I can attack each turn. And then I could get Sarah in the batlines, who does not have enough HP to survive. Just making sure everyone's okay. So as long as we're outside of this overall range there, we should be fine. So what we're going to get bolting on Niels by the look of it. But as long as we are outside of that as well, we are peachy. So what we'll do is we'll top up or move up a couple more of our characters here. We've already got everyone around who we want in attack range, ready with weaponry and the whatnot. So can't do more than that. Right, to there. And in goes Raven a little bit more. The dragon will pick a target, which seems to be you, Athos. But if you notice, Nino is nicely in range for another heal. Right then, burning Athos indeed, but Aureola will do its damage as well. And there we go, now we have ourselves an HP bar. And possibly we can even take him out on the second round as well, looking at his HP. If there's 20 damage from Athos, about 18 from Durandal, and if we buffed up someone again here, let's buff up lovely Lindis. It should be all she's wrote for Mr. Dragon. Nice and fast and easily done. Alright, apart from that we could heal here, but let's go attack with you first of all. Now that you've been boosted attack, hope for a critical hit. We're attacking twice, we're doing 26 damage anyway, but if a critical comes in, we could really mess him up. Okay, singular attack. Well, that's a bit mean, dragon. Here we go. The Lin critical yet again. Well, let's finish it off with the hero of the hour. Armad's go! So with the dragon going down, it's time to see what new events unfold, isn't it? Farewell, beast. So much easier to take out than I did the first time, wasn't it? Right then, let's find the parts that we have yet to see. The new parts of the dialogue for doing Hector mode. Hello, Wood! Are you alright? Yes. Thanks to you, Hector. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. I truly thank you. Ninny, I don't need your thanks. Friends help friends. This world will once again be enveloped by darkness. But at the end, a saving light shall rise. Ninian! Lord Ellerwood! I'm so happy. I can't believe you're back. I feel like this is all a dream. Once I lost you, I knew for sure. I need you. I want you by my side forever. Lord Ellerwood, I must go home. What do you mean? I'm the cause of all of this. It was my weakness that invited this tragedy. Ninian? Here on Alib, we were nurtured for ages in the land of our birth. Even after humans invaded and drove us out, not a day passed I did not think of it. Memories of my mother and my father, of my home. I yearn to see it once again, our homeland. Those children, the fire dragons, they were like me. We knew that it was forbidden, and yet we answered Nergal's call and opened the gate. We didn't intend to stay long, just to see home one last time. But Nergal captured us, and it led to this. We humans, we took control of the continent like it was our right. We never considered who or what we drove away. Ninian, Niels, the blame for this was never yours alone. While we can claim ignorance, we still bear some responsibility. Lord Ellerwood, do you truly believe that? I do. If my father were here, he would say the same thing. Let's work together and think about the future. If the entire continent were made a place where dragons and humans could live together, like the hidden city Lord Athos spoke of, Arcadia. What a wonderful world that would be! But that's certainly something that won't happen for a long, long time. So we can't stay here. The gate is still open. If it remains so, other dragons will certainly pass through. Before that happens, we must return to our world. We must regain our power and seal the gate from that side. Are you saying I'll never see you again? That can't be! Lord Ellerwood, I am truly blessed that I've had the chance to meet you. Please, please, don't forget me. Ninian! Come, Nils, let us go. We must return to our world. Ninian, the air of this world, it's changed so much from what we knew. No matter how much time passes, our strength will never return. If we stay here, it will not survive long. Nils, why do you... But, even knowing that, your life will be short. Ninian, you truly wish to remain here Don't you? I understand. Stay here. Stay with Lord Ellerwood. Nils? Lord Ellerwood! Ninian! No, my sister. Please, cherish her. I will. I will make her happy. I swear it. Nils, are you... I'm going alone. I want to live a long time. I don't have your curiosity. Nils. Okay then, I'm going. Be well, Nils. I'll miss you. I'll never forget you. Nils. Don't cry, Ninian. Even if we're apart, if we never see each other again, our bond will never, ever be cut. More importantly, sister, live as long and be as happy as you can for as long as you can. Nils! Thank you, Nils. So with our party finally having escaped and entering daybreak, will there be more interesting things going on? It is beautiful, isn't it? The start of another day. Ninian, you'll come with me, won't you? Yes! And it seems Hector's made his move as well. As we move on to the epilogue, what will happen here? That's the question. 1 year later. Oh, Olis! You made it! Come, relax. What? You came to say goodbye? I haven't seen you in so long. And you're leaving? Oh, you heard too? Now that word of my brother's death has spread, the throne can't be left empty forever. Being the leader of all Lycia doesn't really suit me. My brother let me play around for quite a while. If I don't grow up soon, my brother won't be able to rest. The burdens Ufa carried as Marquis of Citia, his feelings for the citizenry of Citia and all of Lycia. I'll succeed him to everything. Easy to say, but I'm sure it's going to be difficult. Hector! Well, if it isn't Olis! It's been a long time! But Olis is not here for long, though. Some friend, eh? Oh, that's too bad. Oh yes, Olis! We've a favour to ask of you. It's a little bit premature, but... would you be our first child's godparent? Oh, really? You are the patron to our romance, after all. Name? We've already decided on that. We're going to name him Ufa, after my brother. I beg your pardon? What if it's a girl? It's my child. It will be a boy. We'll pit him against Eliwood's son to see who's the strongest. This is all he ever talks about. Honestly, I don't know if he'll ever grow up. So Oliz, if it is a girl, are you leaving? Say, Oliz, do you remember Athos's final words? I sealed Armad's away, like it used to be, but I can still feel its power pulsing inside me. War is coming. Someday, a terrible war. When that day comes, I want you to be there. When that day comes, I want you to guide my children and me. We'll meet again, I'm sure of it. Maybe we will, Hector, maybe we will, but as the credits roll, as we move on to anything new, I guess it's time for us to see if there's any extra little bits on the ending screen now for extra characters that we've recruited or pairings that we've managed to make. So as we go through the credits, I'll see you in a second with the power of editing to talk about any of the extra characters' little ending sequences, what they did next. Niels, Child of Destiny. Niels vanished through the gate in order to steal it from the other side. Those who saw him go will never forget his look of sorrow. Wallace, the Crag of Caelin. Wallace intended to return to Caelin, but he got lost and ended up in Ilia. He now spends his days tilling the frozen soil. Farina, the Great Wing. Farina far surpassed her duties as commander of the Pegasus Knights of Ilia. Her skill earned her fame, as well as high prices. Harkon, the Troubled Warrior. Harkon worked closely with Marcus to rebuild the Knights of Pharea. They are slowly rebuilding their strength and prestige. Carla, the Sword Vassal. After the conflict, Carla became involved with a warrior she met. She died of an illness several years later. I think that might be Bartra. So we get to our couples. Eliwood, Knight of Lycia, and Ninian, Child of Destiny. Eliwood and Ninian were wed after the conflict. Ninian gave up her old life and her people to enjoy a brief life with Eliwood. They have a son named Roy, who will one day take up arms to defend his nation. And the other couple, Hector, General of Ossetia, and Lynn, Noblewoman of Sakaea. Hector succeeded his brother as the Marquis of Ossetia, but the pain of his brother's death weighed heavily on him. His beloved Lynn gave him comfort and helped him become an enlightened leader. And of course, me, the famed genius, to end it all. The tactician vanished after the final battle yet again, and everyone found me highly prized. Except that, yeah, I probably didn't get any higher than a very paltry ranking, let's put it that way. As the game reaches its conclusion. And we get a different end picture here. Finn indeed. Right then, from here, where can we move? Well, that's pretty much it for the Let's Play as a whole, but before I leave you, for this Fire Emblem Rekka no Ken Blazing Sword Advance, whatever you wish to call it, Let's Play, we're going to go to Battle History first of all, and check my overall ranking, because someone said earlier, way back when we just finished, episode number 100 and finished the main story, how were your ranks? How were they? So, Lynn's Tale is here. Well done, I'm glad we did our best. And we got Olives with 43 stars, supposedly. I don't know what that means. You guys can translate that. Assets and time taken. Apart from that, we got Eliwood's Tale here, where we had pretty much exactly the same amount of stars across the thing. And Heath is saying, these results document your achievements. Indeed they do. 28 screens and 12 screens there. I wonder what that means. Does that mean maps as a whole? I imagine it may do. How do we do for Hector's Tale? A total of B, with exactly the same ranking yet again. And it's Farina here. Wow, These are good results, aren't they? Well, you know, B all around, but my assets were a lot more. Well, a fair bit more, about another 50,000. Time taken was a lot less though for all those maps, that's for sure. I got through it. But of course there's always hard mode to do someday, if you ever really want to. But look at that, we've done all these stories, we pretty much ranked the same way, so I guess that's more or less how I am as a player. And I leave you, for now, for Fire Emblem. Rekka no Ken is complete. We've seen as many optional scenes as I could put in with the power of editing, as much as Hector's tale that differed as I could, but I advise you, go play it, go get the game, enjoy. Honest to goodness, look how many hours of fun that provided me overall. Quite a bit. So I'll see you around for more Let's Plays in the future. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the commentary that went with it. And I will see you around in the future for more. Bye-bye.